Sometimes the experience of going to a movie is as interesting as the movie itself, such is the case with Water for Elephants that I got a chance to see this weekend. I have to tell you, I'll get into the movie here in a little bit, but I have to tell you this story. We had a woman behind us who commented through the entire movie, and we gave a little grace because she was older, and so she commented more loudly than she probably had to, maybe because she can't hear as well. I don't know, but it was like somebody turned on the old lady commentary track on the DVD. Every single scene, we knew what she thought about it, who she hated, who she loved, what she thought of plot twists, all that was very direct and right behind us the entire movie. And really, to be honest, it's that kind of movie. It's the kind of movie where it's very clear what the director wants you to think and feel during the movie. There aren't a lot of nuances to it. This is the bad guy, this is the good guy, here's what you're supposed to root for, here's what you're supposed to root against. Now, a movie like that is easy to watch because you know where you are. You understand what you're supposed to be thinking and what you're supposed to be feeling, so you progress from the first point of the movie to the last point of the movie in a very strong position. You just feel like, yes, I get this movie, and so you're able to feel those emotions and that. But there's the other side of that that kind of feels a little preachy. You know, it's almost like the animals that you would train in a movie, like, this is in a circus, like the elephant, training the elephant. You can train using physical force where you beat on an animal till they learn it, or you can train using treats and using words and coaxing. It's as if the director really just kind of beat it into you what you were supposed to feel, and I'm the kind of person who prefers a movie that is more nuanced, that is more, let me make up my mind who I'm supposed to root for and what I'm supposed to feel. Draw a little gray in the black and white so it can challenge me a little bit, and there really isn't much of that in Water for Elephants. It's very clear what the director wants you to feel and root for. Now, having said all of that, it sounds like I didn't like the movie. I actually think this is a very well done movie. The performances are great. Reese Witherspoon is a little below the other performances. Not that she's bad, she does a good job, but I was really impressed with the performances around them, including Robert Pattinson, who I thought was fabulous in this movie. I thought he did great, which surprised me because all I know him from is Twilight, and in that he's just like a sheet of paper. I don't even know who he is in the Twilight movies, except that his skin sparkles in the sunlight. That's about all I know about him and his character development in those movies. But in this movie, he's a well-rounded character. You get to care for him, have compassion for him, feel for him. He did an amazing job. The story is incredible. I can see why they wanted to make this book into a movie. I've never read the book, but the story is a very compelling story. I love the world that it's set in, just the circus atmosphere and that community and what that means, and riding the rails. A train circus is a world I don't know I've really seen since Dumbo. That's the last time I've seen the idea of a train circus and how that works, and I just thought it was beautifully done and gave you a real sense of that world and what it might be like to live in. So overall, I'd say you're going to this movie, you're going to see a movie that is well done, well made, and tells a compelling story. A story, by the way, that the message, even though there's adultery as kind of a foundation of this story, I will say that, the story really is about cruelty, both in human and animal form. It is a story about what it means to take people and make them do something by force, or animals for that matter, or to allow them to grow and mature just by environment and choice and those kind of things. And it's about what cruelty does to people, and on both sides, the person being cruel and the person receiving the cruelty. And in that regard, the only negative I have to say about the movie, I said right at the beginning, is that it just lays all its cards right out there, and it doesn't allow for you to really have that nuance of thought. So if you want to go see a great movie, you can see Water for Elephants. It really is a great movie. If you want something a little bit deeper, where you have to connect the dots and think a little bit more, it might not be the movie for you.